guys, now we're looking at word problems involving the maximum or minimum of a quadratic equation. And in this problem, Alex will actually give you a calculator because you have to use negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Make sure you put the negative b over 2a as well, because a lot of people don't and it gives them the wrong answer. Alright, so the question is, a ball is thrown vertically upward. After t seconds, the height, h in feet, is given by the function h of t equals 64t minus 16t squared. After how long will the height reach its max height, and what is the maximum height? So in Alex, they will only give you one of these questions. So it'll either ask you the time where the maximum height is reached or what is the maximum height. And that's why most people get this problem wrong, because they put in the value of the height when they should have put in the value for time. Alright, so let's start off by finding the maximum height and the time for maximum height. So how we do that is we use the equation negative b over 2a. So if we go up here, we have our h of t equals 64t minus 16t squared. We know that the standard form, a is always the coefficient of t squared, b is always the coefficient of t. So our a is negative 16, so we'll have 2 times negative 16, and then we also have negative b, which is negative 64. Alright, and now if we multiply this out, we get negative 64 over negative 32. The negatives cancel, and 64 can be divided by 32 twice. So that means our time is 2 seconds. So that's the time of the maximum height. And now to find the maximum height, all we do is plug this number into the equation. So we'll write h of 2 equals 64 times 2 minus 16, 2 squared. Alright, now we just multiply it out. 64 times 2 is 128, and then minus 16 times 4, which will be 128 minus 64, so our final answer is 64 feet. Make sure you put the units if you're not plugging it into Alex, because a lot of instructors mark that wrong.